and then we'll start Demon Souls. Okay, this is good video. This is video I've been wanting to watch. Okay, this is a good video. I think this will be a good video. Then we'll start Demon Souls.
I was thinking about it and I realized, you know who these dang Gen Zers remind me of? The Song Dynasty from medieval China. Anyone else been feeling this way lately? No? It's just me? Well, let me explain what I mean. There's all this new data to suggest that younger people these days want to spend their money on experiences, not physical items.
Yes.
I think it reflects this growing hunger for third spaces, and if you don't know what third spaces are, let me just quickly break it down for you. Basically, your two main spaces are home and work, and historically the third space was somewhere in the middle. Maybe it was the bar, or the guild hall, or the tea house. These have all but gone extinct recently or have become prohibitively expensive, and young people are feeling it. They want the third spaces back. This maybe feels like a very 21st century vibes-based phenomenon, but it's actually extremely Chinese. The Song Dynasty was the first era in history to have what we would consider as a lifestyle culture, where the cities were actually designed for pleasure and snacking and nighttime entertainment, just like so many downtown areas are today. There was this 12th century writer named Meng Yuanlao who wrote this fascinating memoir called The Record of a Dream of Splendor at the Eastern Capital. It's one of these shocking works from the Middle Ages that I love reading because it seems like it was written by someone recently instead of someone 1,000 years ago. He writes this whole nostalgic reminiscence of the Song capital city, Kaifeng, and talks all about the 24-hour tea houses and the professional performers and storytellers and the specific vibes of the different districts. There's this one section where he talks about restaurant culture. I'll just quote the full thing here and you tell me if this sounds familiar. When the guests arrive, a single person holding chopsticks and a menu questions all of the seated guests. The men of the capital are extravagant and they demand 100 different things. Some hot, some cold, some warm, some regular, some extremely cold, and things like noodles laced with lean and fatty meat. Everyone orders something different. The waiter takes the orders and draws near a counter where he stands in line and recites the orders off from the start. I don't know, this to me literally sounds like a night out in 2026. I'm positive this isn't what you would picture in your head when you hear the word medieval. Also, just to give you a historical timeline here, this is basically China on the eve of the eventual Mongol invasion, and it's a time and a place where consumerism is starting to flourish, and it's becoming a core identity for younger people. Bringing it back to Gen Z, I've noticed that there's this big obsession with what I would call curated living. I don't know, maybe I'm not describing it accurately, but it is super vibes based, like life is one big Pinterest board. Think of terms like cozy games or the aesthetics of going on a walk around the city with an iced matcha. It's this sort of return to the Song Dynasty scholar, gentleman, urban ideal. Your status isn't just about money, although that'll obviously always be important. It's about your taste. Back then, it was about your taste in tea and incense and interior design. Now it's more so about your taste in underground music and niche TikTokers. The youth don't want to be told what's cool anymore by commercials and MTV with big corporations calling the shots. They want to create their own experiences. They want to get medieval Chinese again. Also, semi-relatedly, there's been a big surge in traditional Chinese medicine trends among Westerners on TikTok recently. You see it everywhere. A number of Chinese American influencers have been sort of introducing these ancient concepts like Qigong practice or drinking hot water instead of cold water, and the internet has been going crazy for it. So maybe medieval China is making a comeback in more ways than one. We won't just focus on the Song Dynasty here. There's more to China in the Middle Ages than just that one period, but I do have a few more song boxes I want to check before we continue. Before we do that, just a quick plug. If you like my content, which of course you do, you should definitely join my Patreon, link in the description. You'll get access to the official Medieval Mindset podcast with weekly episodes, the Medieval Mindset book club, voting rights on topics and titles and thumbnails, the essential medieval history reading list, special videos that don't get posted on my main channel. So sign up now, and if you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do that as well. Back to the video. Maybe you've heard of the modern phenomenon of looks maxing, or maybe you aren't chronically online and have no idea what I'm talking about. Basically, looks maxing is the new version of the age-old concept of getting hot, although it goes way beyond diet and exercise and a little Botox. Young people, I would say especially young men, are exploring all of these scientific avenues to try and improve their looks. The most medieval seeming looks maxing method is called bone smashing, and it's been promoted over and over again by probably the most famous looks maxer, a 19-year-old streamer named Clavicular. Looks maxer, bone smashing, clavicular. I understand this all might sound ridiculous to you, but stick with me because it's interesting. Also, don't you want to understand the youth? Anyway, the way Clavicular describes it, bone smashing is when you take a tiny hammer and tap hard along your cheekbones and your jawbone. It causes a temporary swelling that lasts for a few hours and makes those bones look more defined. So it's something you might do just before a night out so you can look more masculine to any ladies you meet. Maybe at this point this isn't a crazy revelation, but it turns out young guys in medieval China had the same insecurities that modern men do, and they even went about similar methods of soothing their anxieties. During the Song Dynasty period, there was this really interesting tension between the Wen class, who were the more literary refined scholars, and the Wu class, who were the more martial and physical warrior caste. Depending on which group you belong to, you'd basically looks max to make sure your outward appearance matched what you represented. So that meant young men who were part of the scholarly class went to these extreme lengths to achieve this sort of refined, pale physical aesthetic with slender features to essentially highlight the fact that they never had to work with their hands. They'd even use specific diets and cosmetic aspects of traditional Chinese medicine to maintain this look that would instantly signal to everyone that they were part of the intelligentsia. Those in the military class, basically who we would consider to be the modern day Chads, focused primarily on bone strength. I don't know, maybe that sounds familiar to you. It wasn't just about muscle, although of course they made sure they were in great shape. It was about the chi energy within and physical density. You wanted to look like a brick wall. That was kind of the physique they were shooting for. It's important to note, of course, that they weren't hitting themselves in the face with hammers like modern looks maxers. Their routine usually included things like hitting sandbags or poles to increase their bone density. There was a 20th century French scholar named Jacques Journet who specialized in Chinese history, and he talked a lot about how these aspects of appearance became kind of a coded language of your class. In the incredibly hierarchical society of medieval China, if you didn't have the specific look, you were culturally invisible. It seems like a lot of young men, and young women too, feel this way today. If you just look up the term looks maxing on YouTube or TikTok,
is looks maxing really like that hit much of a hit with Gen Z? I knew about it when, I was in college and stuff, but I never thought it would become apparently such a popular thing for Gen Z. 100K. I mean, I guess people always want to look nicer. That's a common thing. But the fact that we really personified it as look maxing is interesting.
insecurity is overwhelming, but it's understandable. We were all vulnerable teenagers once too. But you see these guys giving each other ratings on a scale of 1 to 10 and recommending which specific steroids or looks maxing techniques to try so they can.
The constant steroid use is not anything new. Like, when I was younger, people were also taking steroids like it was nothing.
Bring their flagging features up to speed. This includes peptides, which as far as I understand are these amino acid based performance enhancers, and the use of GLP-1s like Ozempic, which I feel like people associate with an older audience, but there seemed to be a shocking amount of young people taking them. The medieval Chinese were actually big on this kind of thing too. They were obsessed with elixirs made from rare minerals and herbs that were designed to lighten the body and extend life. A lot of these were incredibly dangerous and even included mercury, and I'm sure in the next 10 years or so there will be a bunch of
Mercury
showing the horrific side effects of looks maxing and peptides. The idea behind this medieval Chinese looks maxing was essentially the same as the idea behind the modern version, using some kind of external chemistry or method to hack your biological limits and achieve this sort of superior physical state. The Chinese wrote a lot of things down, and thankfully a lot of them have survived over the centuries. Like the 7th century physician Sun Simao's essential formulas worth 1,000 gold pieces. It was basically this manual for longevity and physical refinement, and if you're familiar with the European concept of balancing the four humors, this was along the same lines. Samao describes the body as this
I
chemical
love me
system
Mercury.
that can
I
be
love it.
balanced or enhanced with specific substances. This idea went even further with the medieval Chinese concept of naidan, or internal alchemy, which taught that the body was composed of three main ingredients, qi, jing, and shen, that could be forged into a golden cinder if you were locked in enough on your physical discipline. Locked in is a good term to use here because this sounds just like the trend of locking in that has been popular with Gen Z for at least 5 years.
That's funny.
If you're not familiar, it just means cutting off outside distractions and focusing intently on some kind of personal goal. So maybe getting your side hustle off the ground or working out more regularly or whatever. It's become sort of a cult online, especially among the gym community, and based on what you see from these fitness influencers, it's like your pump and your
Gotta
physique
lock
are
in.
proof of an
Lock in.
internal moral
Lock
victory,
in.
like a victory of the will over the laziness of your base body. A medieval Naidan practitioner literally thought the same exact way. They knew that their physical health and their outward radiance was proof that they had successfully cultivated their soul in a way that others couldn't or hadn't. Young people seem way more into fitness now than they did even 10 years ago. I'm not sure if that's a COVID thing, but I love to see it. There seems to be a lot of conversation around the idea that your body is the one status symbol you can't really buy. You can buy a Bugatti or a nice watch or whatever, but you can only achieve a truly amazing physique through countless hours in the gym, so it's really the most impressive thing you can have. There's also this quote from the video game Disco Elysium where a bouncer says to the main character, "Your body betrays your degeneracy," and that always sticks in my head when I don't want to go to the gym. I just felt like including that. I like tossing random tidbits into these videos. Now, most of what I've been talking about so far has come from the Song Dynasty, which lasted for a few centuries right.
I was surprised to see the Disco Elysium reference in this video. Disco Elysium in my YouTube video about medieval China.
Smack dab in the middle of what we would consider the Middle Ages. But the Middle Ages lasted almost 1,000 years, so what about the rest of medieval China? You know what? I'm really glad you asked that. First of all, the Middle Ages happened differently in China than they did in Europe. Basically, even though there are quite a few Song Dynasty parallels, Gen Z is actually in more of a late Ming phase. That's right, I said it. In the earlier Tang Dynasty, which lasted from 618 to 907 AD, your identity was defined by your clan or your rank in the military, basically how people's identities have been defined for most of human history. You were a cog in the great chain of being, and the same thing was true in medieval Europe. You existed within a feudal system put in place by the divine mover. By the late Ming period, which went all the way into the 17th century, there was this rise in individualism that started to run so deep that it turned into the same kind of identity crises and obsession with labels that we see among Gen Z today. You see, Chinese society had reached a level of complexity to such a point that people started to define themselves by their personal quirks and not their family or job. So instead of saying, "I am a soldier," a late Ming youngin might say, "I'm a connoisseur of rare incense who suffers from melancholy." In a similar way, you'd be hard-pressed to meet a young person today who primarily identifies by their profession or their nationality. Find me a 22-year-old who introduces themselves as Garrett the American plumber, and I would genuinely be shocked. I'm sure Garrett will now show up in my comments.
It's true. Young people don't say that. Young people don't say, "Hey, I'm an American.
Young people now might identify
This is my
as a
job."
neurodivergent creative with a hyperfixation on looks maxing. It's this obsession with self, and it can be dangerous because you stop viewing yourself as part of a wider community and start squeezing yourself into these ever smaller and more specific boxes. The late Ming period was a kind of renaissance that ultimately failed. It was this explosion of individual expression and art and looks maxing and everything else, but it was cut short by the Manchu conquest in 1644. I honestly think we're going to see something similar with Gen Z in the coming years. They're in this period of extreme self-expression and pursuit of individual destiny right before a massive systemic reset comes. Maybe that's AI, maybe it's something else, only time will tell. Anyway, we just briefly stepped outside of the Middle Ages, so let's bring things back a few centuries for our next comparison. I want to go back to those Song Dynasty third spaces we talked about earlier.
The
One of
third
them was the
space.
Watsi,
We
or the
love those.
Pleasure Precinct, which sounds pretty good already. Basically, during the Song Dynasty, the government moved away from these strictly managed residential wards and allowed for the growth of pleasure precincts, or Watsi. If you've ever seen The Wire,
Watsy.
this was kind of like the medieval Chinese equivalent of the Amsterdam experiment. The Watsi were these chaotic 24-hour zones where all the basic social rules were temporarily suspended, kind of like the medieval equivalent of the unregulated internet. Now, if you let a bunch of young
Oh.
men loose in an area with no rules, the first thing they'll be interested in is prostitution, but in the modern day, you already check that box with online adult content and gooning. After those urges are satisfied, literally the
He
very next
giggled.
thing they
He
want
was giggling after he said gooning.
is to gamble. It's a tale as old as time, and it was a big problem in
Gambling.
the Song Dynasty pleasure
Gambling.
districts, and it's an even bigger problem now on private gambling Discord servers.
Oh my god. The biggest thing I think we have failed as a society right now is how easily accessible gambling is. Like, I don't know about y'all, but every time I go to Twitch, twitch.tv, I get ads for gambling. Everywhere there's gambling ads.
And even huge publicly accessible apps like
It's
DraftKings and
it's so
BetDSI.
easily
I see so
accessible.
many young people now who are almost turning online gambling into a sort of career path. And guess what? They did the same thing back in the day too. You see all kinds of criticisms from these Song Dynasty officials like Sima Guang, who laments that young men are abandoning the plow and the book to chase the flip of the die. There's also this modern
Flip of the
sociologist
die.
named Beverly Yuen Thompson who writes great stuff about subcultures. And she's noted that fringe groups usually start to form when the mainstream promise of hard work equals success is broken. In the Song Dynasty, your ticket to success was passing the imperial exam, but you could study 30 years just to fail an exam that only had a 1% pass rate. That's a bad bet. Young people now are seeing the same thing. Their parents bought houses and supported an entire family on a modest single income, and now they can barely afford their rent. In this kind of paradigm, why wouldn't you open up DraftKings and put everything you own on some ridiculous parlay? Why wouldn't you dump your whole portfolio into some meme coin in the hopes it'll take you to the moon? We might think of this younger generation of gambling addicts as just irresponsible kids whose frontal lobes aren't fully developed yet, and that's definitely part of it, but they're also making a desperate, calculated attempt to exit a system that has already failed them. Going back to the Watsi, the pleasure precincts, the reason they never fully took over society is because you had to physically go to them. There was a spirit of anonymity, basically what happens in the Watsi stays in the Watsi, but you still had to go engage in these acts in a somewhat public place and deal with the internal shame of that. Now, with the internet, young people can indulge in all of their most base desires without ever even getting off the couch, and it can literally cost them their entire future. It's worth noting too that when you have a bunch of young, desperate people gathering in one place for a set objective, it can create a sort of ideological powder keg. So in the Watsi, these guys formed gambling brotherhoods, and the Song Penal Code tried constantly to break them up because they feared the brotherhoods were becoming more loyal to each other than to the emperor. Now you might get into a private Discord server ostensibly to do some gambling and trade some insider tips, and next thing you know, you're radicalized into committing some horrific public act of terror. This feels like a good place to land the plane,
Wow,
because
okay.
the main point I want to make with these videos is that time is a flat circle, and we're essentially repeating the patterns of the past over and over again. There's the old saying that those who don't study history are doomed to repeat it.
He says time is a flat circle because that's from True Detective, and that's why he's playing the True Detective footage.
But it seems like
Although, to be fair, True Detective was pretty awesome.
even when we do study history,
Dagger, only hope it's baby's nail. No, we're gonna do only the Dagger, but technically I could be a little loose with it and use baby's nail, but I don't know. I have to look see if baby's nail actually gets improved by upgrading it, or if it's the same thing as Bramped, where Ramp does the same damage, and all that changes by upgrading it is making it give you more resistance.
We're powerless
What's
now
up,
to make
Paul?
the same mistakes. The difference now, of course, is that these things are happening on a massive global scale with the full weight of tech companies and government institutions behind them. A soldier in the Song Dynasty might drunkenly head to the Watsy and lose his monthly wages, and that was it. A young 20-something now might obsessively bet his entire savings on an app on his phone and ruin his whole life before it's even started. This is why we need to pay attention to these trends and recognize that even though human behavior hasn't changed, how we respond to it can. But what do you think? Has this video found you at a very medieval Chinese time in your life? Let me know in
Medieval
the
Chinese
comments.
time in
As
my
always,
life.
I'm John. This has been Medieval Mindset. And remember, the past isn't gone. It's simply waiting to be rediscovered.
Wow, that's so true. Time is a flat circle, guys. Time is a flat circle. History repeats. Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth?
Alright, so
Okay, let's watch this video. I'm good. I was making some French fries, and so while they cook, we were watching this YouTube video about how Gen Z is a lot similar to the medieval Chinese peasant. This is the last video we're gonna watch, and then we'll start Demon Souls. Okay, this is called My McDonald's Order, and for some reason this has like 500k likes or views. I mean, so why does this have so many views? Oh, whoops.
welcome YouTube. Today I'm gonna be talking about what I would order at McDonald's since I finished reviewing all of the McDonald's items now. For the breakfast menu, I would order a chicken biscuit with a
Chicken
soda
biscuit
in the
with a soda.
summertime. Then in the winter time, I would order the McChicken biscuit with a hot chocolate.
Hot
I wasn't
chocolate.
really a big fan. Well, I should say I'm not a big fan on the hash browns. To me, they're just too dry.
They're too
So
dry.
that's why I'm not like
Burps.
making it as like a meal. But for the lunch menu, I would do a quarter pounder sub crinkle cut pickles with light and I would do light onions on it as well. The slivered onions are the type of onions that come with the quarter pounders.
Those
Any
onions.
variant of the quarter
I know what he's
pounder,
talking about.
but
Those onions.
I would make it a medium meal, and I would get a soda. Now,
Soda.
for like winter time, it would be a mix up, but for like the summertime, I would probably get like a soda with it. Then wintertime, I would more likely get a medium, like a hot chocolate with it. But
Hot chocolate.
I do enjoy the fries a lot, as long as they're
Savati video lore
fresh
video.
and they regularly clean like the fry scooper, because I do notice when the fry station doesn't get cleaned as much as it should, like the fries just become like overly salty from like all of the salt that gets put on you, like on the fry scooper
We
from the
hate too
fries
salty fries.
and from like where the fries are stored after they're capped. But overall, that's like what I would order from McDonald's now. The hot chocolate to me is like my favorite hot drink from McDonald's. Then soda would obviously be my favorite.
He's mentioned soda
cold
like
drink,
4
but
times.
I wouldn't mind lemonade.
What soda is he getting, y'all? Personally, I get Sprite.
I wouldn't mind lemonade every now and then, so
Lemonade.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see
Why does
you
this have so
guys
many
in the
views?
next one.
Why does this have so many views? I have to figure out what do the comments say. What?
Stop acting like you know.
Alright, so
What do the comments say? When a king speaks, you listen. I guess they really like this guy. Sir, a second burp has hit the video. A live internet video. A live internet viewee. The algorithm is finally starting to understand what I want to watch. I was debating whether or not I should set this by for a steady burp 45 seconds into the video. Yeah, that burp was pretty funny. Like that actually did make me laugh. The burp was pretty funny. He really did do that burp. Okay, so now we'll play. Oh, let me get rid of this stuff. Okay, and then all right. So let me boot it up, and then we'll play. That was a lot. You know what do y'all get at McDonald's? I know they have that big arch burger that came out. That big arch burger that came out. And then then there's that CEO. The CEO didn't even like he didn't even like eat it properly. And then everybody else was like I know the Burger King CEO, he basically showed himself eating a burger, and like everybody, it went crazy. It's gone viral. Like every company is now basically having their CEO eat a burger after the McDonald's burger guy did it really poorly. And then also I saw that review. I saw a review bra. He did a video on it. Review bra did a whole video on it, and it was pretty good. But he made a whole joke about how like he made a whole joke about how like this was a CEO burger. You had two four number fours. You got four number fours, two number nines, number nine large with extra dip, and a large soda. You get like 10 nuggies, quarter pounder, and a large fry. Those are good too. Those are all good. Those are all good. Oh, let me. Those are all valid things. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll watch the cutscene. Oh oh my god. Hold on. How do I? I need to boot it. This changed in oh my god. I can't figure out how to fix it. Ugh. All right. Well. Oh, here it is. Starts. Okay. Okay. There we go. Jeez. whoops. Okay. Sports fans. Good hype. Alright. So we got Miss. Dag. Oh, whoops. And then her. I tried using it, but I can't do her, she. Unless I got rid of the miss part. I guess I could get rid of the miss part, but we'll just go with Miss Dag, her. Do thief. Alright, she's old. I'm old. I'm old. There you go. That's Miss Dagger.
King Alant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valarfax of the royal Twin Fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had aroused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls also lose their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valarfax spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force, and the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors were drawn to the accursed land, but none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief, Sage Urbane, Skurver the Wanderer, the Sixth Saint Astraya and her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Well, cool cutscene. I like it.
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you. So that you may lull the Old One back to slumber.
Who's gonna be 75? That's nice. That's good. 75 in March. No lousy March weather. So here we are in Demon Souls with Miss Dagger. We've done Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 with her. Now we just need to do Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2. Miss Dagger. She. Are her pronouns. I don't think it'd be too bad. It's good though. It's good that the weather's nice for Cammy. Good weather. It's what do you think it is? It's like a balmy 30 degrees here in Boletaria. 50 degrees, maybe 60 degrees. It's definitely like spring or fall, right? Maybe. That's just a theory. That's just that's my lore. That Demon Souls takes place during like the fall. Right? It would be thematic, right? A changing of the season. Right? Kind of like how this is a changing, right? It's thematic. It makes sense, right? Ooh. Okay. So the strong attack for this two-hand is actually dog shit. It's just like two-hand heavy, but it doesn't chain. Like basically it doesn't chain. And a little gloomy overcast. Honestly, a dagger's really good in this game because there's no poise. Just like Dark Souls 3, right? There's no poise in this game, so how much does the two-hand do? Come on. Come on. Okay, so it only does like an extra 3 damage. It does an extra, whopping extra 3 damage. Two-handing riposte. Not exactly a lot. Nope. But one-handing it, it's pretty good actually. No poise. But the damage is noticeably higher when you two-hand it. So you just R1 spam, R1, R1, R1. But it literally does double damage when you two-hand. When you two-hand it, it does double the damage. Yeah, 32. 16. Although it's kind of like faster. And then there's still other daggers in the game. I don't know if we'll actually use them. We might just book it with the regular dagger. Technically, you know, in Dark Souls 1 I used the bandit knife. But in Dark Souls 3 I just used the regular dagger still. Yeah, heal. Jeff Neatly, check this out when you can. Just talking about how High Guard was failed by the people. People were like, High Guard failed because it wasn't stealth launch. It was never going to be a stealth launch. That tension money. attention money made him. Oh no. But no, I see people comment like, oh, High Guard would have been better had it been stealth launch. Like I said, it was never go stealth launch. Yeah. I don't even think that would have been any better. I mean, people kind of wanted it to become. Oh my God, that did that before. Let that happen again. But you know, I don't think it quote unquote stealth launching with like, I don't know, 10k people would have been any better. But it did make people more like public to hate it, right? But I feel like it was probably better that it got 100,000 people at like launch, you know? You see the same thing, they're trying to make a marathon, the new High Guard. They moved their sites from Concord over to High Guard to now Marathon. They're trying to make Marathon the next Concord. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see. Okay, we did it. Miss Dagger. Nothing new for the Dagger. You know? Nothing new. 498 souls. Boletaria is in a recession. They are in a recession. Ooh, secret area, guys. Shh, secret. It's a secret area. We're in a secret area. Secret. Shh, secret. Secret area. Shh, secret. Don't wake up the dragon. Don't wake up the big guy. Okay, shh, secret. We're gonna have to use Miss Dag. You know, she's a thief, right? We're the thief class. So we need to be super quiet. Shh. Right? Be a thief. Shh. Okay, don't wake up the big guy, okay? Let's see if we can get away from him somehow. Uh-oh. She was not stealthy.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect into
You have died, and the Nexus has trapped your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. Well, that sucks. However, by capturing demons' souls, you can reclaim the body. It's not technically the title. Technically, it's different.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too,
Oh my
did
god,
you?
the audio crackling. My PS3 is dying, guys.
Be remembered as a hero. Hunting for demons. Try one of the archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed solitarian.
Oh yeah, so today is the anniversary of Red Ninja and RE5. Today, March 5th, 2026. Red Ninja and RE5 came out today at the same day. Well, they came out on this day. So we're gonna upgrade the Dagger. Oh, we can actually get it to a +2. That's crazy. Guess we could upgrade our Barkler.
You come back.
Yeah, we got a +2 to start the game. Anyway, really enjoyed RE5. I did too. I thought RE5 was great. Cammy and I played it. I've played it. I think technically it's the most one I've played besides 4. I mean, unless you count like Outbreak, but like Outbreak is a little harder to quantify. You know, it's a little harder to quantify how many times you played Outbreak. Because you can just like do the same level over and over again. Oh, look, it's a dragon. Rawr. But no, I've played Resident Evil 5 a lot. Oh my god, there's 3 Phantoms. What? Everyone's playing the game online right now. Oh, it's open. Oh my god, the thing's open. I should take advantage of it. Resident Evil 5 is one of your favorite. Yeah, I guess we should take advantage of this, right? The lizard. There's the lizard. No, we should get the thief ring. We should get the thief ring first. Technically, I should use a bow, right? Well, I'm not very good at bow using in this game. Sheva is such a cool character and protagonist, and the cover is really cool with Kerr and Chris. Really iconic. Yeah, it is cool. They kind of took from the Resident Evil 4 PlayStation 2 cover, right? You know, if you look at the cover of PlayStation 2 Resident Evil 4, it's Leon aiming a gun. Which, while it's a cool cover, honestly, the original Japanese GameCube version is way sicker. We got the Mailbreaker. Technically, the Mailbreaker is not a dagger in this game. It's a thrusting sword. We one-shot people with the heavy. Oh shoot, we one-shot people with the two-hand. Yeah, Cammy did finish Resident Evil 9. We were there. Yeah, for same. Yeah, no. We there was definitely a trend of where Japanese game covers were just better than the American one. And Resident Evil 4 was another case. The original Japanese cover of Resident Evil 4 is pretty cool. Ico and Shadow of Colossus are like also big ones. Ico especially. Ico is the Japanese version of Ico way cooler than the American one. But they kind of got rid of that. Try horse lever. Lever. Oh, hold on. Beware of the bizarre foe ahead. No, that's not it. One time I was here, last time I played this game, there was a message that said sticky white stuff. Look at this guy, he got killed. What did he, oh, he probably fell. He fell in the thing. There was a message here that said sticky white stuff. I put a few messages down, but no one's rated them. So can you guys go get on Demon Souls RPS3, go online and rate my message. You know, give me a true Find Souls Passier. I put one in 5.2, and I put one in the end of the game. So get both of those. Get on RPS3C. Go online on Demon Souls and go rate my message. That's an order. That's an order. You must rate my message. Dude, actually, it's so cool having a +2. Usually, you can only do like a +1. But actually having a +2 is actually cool as hell. Moongrass. Uh-oh, it's a boulder. See, real players of Demon Souls, when they played Dark Souls 1 for the first time, were probably like, oh, the boulder that hits me? That was just like in Demon Souls. I played Demon Souls first, but I didn't play Dark Souls 1 until like it was on PC, so like 4 years later, I think, technically. So I forgot everything about Demon Souls when I played it. In Resident Evil 9, you're about to leave the RPD. How much more is there to go? I would say you're probably like 75%. You're about 3/4 of the way. Yo, what's up, Dark Souls cosplays and builds 975? What's up? Herpent. But yeah, I would say if you're about to leave the RPD, you got about like 75% left. But yeah, Resident Evil 5. So back to Resident Evil 5. I read a tweet today about a guy who played Resident Evil 5 for the first time, and he said he had this hilarious comment where he got to the Jill fight in Resident Evil 5 and thought, wow, Capcom has a lot of balls for doing this. And then he shoots Jill and then gets a game over. He thought you were supposed to actually like kill Jill, which would have been really funny. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Shoot. Sorry, I forgot. Wait, did I? Oh no, I got it. I think we're just gonna use the same outfit because I used that in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. Oh my god, look at this outfit. This is a fucked up outfit actually. It looks way better in the remake. In the remake it looks way better. It looks way different. In the remake it looks way different than this. How does this give me better armor? How do these old ragged gloves have better armor? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But yeah, he thought you were supposed to kill Jill, which was kind of funny. I thought that was really funny. That would have been a way different game. Way different game than Killing Jill. All right, we're gonna kind of speed run this game. We saw the one cool cutscene that we were supposed to see, and then we're gonna see the other cool cutscene. That's all we really need, right? We saw the 2 cool cutscenes. Oh wait, I guess there's one more. We'll see one more cutscene, and then that'll be it. And then I guess the R2 is so bad. You would never use the 2-handed R2. Don't you hate that in these games where there's a moveset, there's a attack of a weapon that's just actually awful? It's actually awful. Like, no, I would never do this R2 attack. I would never use it. It's just like pointless. The one-hand's not terrible. One shots. And it chains. It chains too. It chains. Yeah. Uh-oh. They're owning me. Oh. Okay, Sharpstone, Heartstone. We'll just go get like a +10 or more realistically like a +8. I'm not gonna farm for Sharpstone. I don't know if you guys been watching my soldier playthrough, but I farmed Sharpstone for like 10-20 minutes, and then I got one, and then I duped it because I wasn't gonna keep farming. And then I actually got a chunk of Sharpstone or Bladestone, whatever it is, the off a black skeleton first try. I was like, no way. I got it first try. I was like, no way. So I duped that too, and now I have a +4 sharp broadsword. And then 50 dex. But honestly, I don't really think it's that amazing of a difference. Yeah. I don't think so. Yep. Oh, he dropped an item, but I'm not gonna go for it. But yeah, Resident Evil 4 is definitely like my second favorite, probably. I don't know. You can tell a lot about a person what their favorite Resident Evil game is. Mine's 4. Okay, then maybe 2 is Outbreak, but it's because Outbreak has a special place in my heart for being the first Resident Evil game I ever played. That was cool. Whoa, that was cool. That was so cool. I think the dragon's not even here because I have white world tinted, pure white. Let's go see. Oh my god. But I think the dragon's not even here. So I guess I can just go grab all the stuff. And technically we can also call this the... Yeah, the dragon's not even here. We can also technically call this the thief only. The full thief class. 2 birds, 1 stone, right? Same way we did Temple Knight. Halberd only. Temple Knight class. Same thing we can say about the thief class and the dagger. Yeah? Oh, I still have the... I took off the assassin mask. Whoopsies. Didn't mean to. It looks... It's kind of interesting though. Like, oh, look, I'm an assassin. But then, you know, you go miss out on this Dagger's amazing face, right? Miss Dag's amazing face. But you gotta remember her pronouns. Her, she, are her pronouns. It's such a diverse series that appeals to a lot of players, which was makes it great. There's the new ones like 7, 8, 9. Find a good balance. Though 7 might be too scary for many players. I saw somebody say that 9 was really scary. Especially like Grace's part. Grace's parts are really scary. Which I think makes it all the more funny when you play as Leon. I think we talked about this when you were playing it. But like there's such a like tonal whiplash in a lot of ways when you go from playing Grace to playing Leon. I mean, is that a good thing? Maybe. Is it a good thing? A bad thing? It's definitely a thing though. Yo, shout out to the pure white world tendency. There's some pretty scary parts, yeah. Oh, they were saying that you should not play Leon in first person. And I was like, This one person was like, I've yet to see a single person play the RE9 with Leon in first person. And I was like, I know somebody who played Resident Evil 9 with Leon in first person. I know one person who did that. Apparently Markiplier did it too for like 30 seconds. Nothing as scary as going RE7 basement over and over throughout the game. It gets scarier every time. The basement. You know, I guess you could say the basement is the scariest part. Because that's when you're not being chased by Jack. You know. That's when the game stops being like Outlast. Yeah. And then you come across the mold people. The mold people. I was only going to do third person, watching other people. I was like, this is actually cool. So you did, okay, you saw another person play first person Leon. You know what? It is kind of cool. Like, it's novel. I think what would draw a person to it is because it is so novel. Because you know when you play Leon, you've played Leon every time in third person. So now you gotta play Leon in first person. That's kind of, you know, it's unique. It's new. So I would understand why somebody does that. Yeah. Here, we'll see if we can get the lizard at the pure white world tendency. And then I think technically we can go kill what's her face. Let's try it. We would get like a crazy amount of souls if we can do it. We can pull it off. Alright, let's see how much I can, how far I can get to before I pull the lizard aggro. Okay, there, he spawned. Okay. That's the name of the game of Demon Souls. Pulling Emmy aggro. Right? Next time you do third because you think having first person made it harder for Leon. Yeah, it probably did. I'm just really, I think it's funny that they even bothered. Oh, we got it. We got it. Large sharpstone. Okay, let's go. And we got all these other souls. Hell yeah. This is the easiest playthrough ever. I said it though before too. It's kind of funny how slow Grace moves though. Like in first person, it just feels so sluggish. And I think that I said the same thing before about like Ethan in 7. Like Ethan actually moves so slow in 7. Like there's a lot of times when I'm playing 7 and I was like, man, I think they could run a little faster. You know. A little faster. Personally, I would run a little faster. Alright, she's on the left side or right side? No, she's on the right side. Yeah, there she is. Oh no. Oh no. Finally, the OG version and not the remake, yes. That's right. Oh no, no, don't backstab me, lady. We did it. With only a +2 dagger. Let's go. Blinded gloves. From what I understand, the gloves are like the best female armor. I still light roll with it. Miss Dagger has made a costume change. She has made a new wardrobe. It's the coolest set. It looks different also. The headpiece is also way different. Hold on, the headpiece is way different than the remake one. I was saying though earlier, vintage, the old ragged uniform. This is the craziest difference. It does not look like this at all in the remake. Which armor is the best armor in the game, especially for PvP because of resistances? I read that it was the butcher set, or like, you know, the executioner set. Blinded cross or binded cross. But it's actually the witch set. Oh wow. Just like Dark Souls 2, Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2. They're calling it Dark Souls 2 the real Demon Souls 2 because why is the witch set the best PvP armor? Just like Dark Souls 2. Did I get a single turpentine? I got 5. Hell yeah, let's go. 5 turpentines. What's up? Chris. Oh yeah. Crisco, yeah. Crisco. Sounds like Crisco when you say that. Is that the point? Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do with one hand. Oh, we can't one hand. It bounces off. We can't one hand it. It straight up bounces off. You have to two hand. Oh no. Uh-oh. No, wait. Don't kill me. Okay, safe. Miss Dagger needed to hide. There's so many of them. Wow, it's just like the painted world, guys. It's just like the painted world. I think that's all of them, right? No way, there's one more. Alright, that was it. Look at me, I'm using the 6-axis on my PlayStation 4 controller. The motion controls. Okay, let's do another thing. What does my character go do? Come on, do something. Yeah. Wow, we're living in the future. Motion controls to gesture. That's all I got? I only got 2 drops? Only got 2 drops from that? Boo. I also have 10k souls. Damn. Killing the butcher lady really gave me a bunch of souls.
Welcome back. The monumental awaits the above. The monumental will explain the nexus to thee.
There's so many people playing it. Like, look at all these phantoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. I saw like 3 phantoms in the first world. So I think there's a lot of people playing it online right now. Crazy, right? But yeah, the PS3 version of the set looks way different. Is this PlayStation or PC? This is PC. I don't have a capture card. I need to get a capture card one day. Or else I'm just gonna do what DSP did, and DSP used to just like straight up put a camera over his PlayStation, his TV, and like when he played PS3 games, because he could never be bothered to figure out how to get a capture card working back in the day. So he just straight up had his camera record the TV. Really funny.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons.
Dude, that's me.
I am one of the monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality. There is something thou needest to know. Once, we too, a scourge of demons faced.
Whoa, cutscene time. Capture card's the way to go. Yeah, it is.
Under
I
a
know.
benevolent rule, the world was united, owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. Across the land seeped a colorless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to his slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and half the world lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what land still remained, we entrusted 6 elders.
This is such a cool cutscene.
Precious archstones. One to the king of a small yet diligent land. One to the king of the burrowers underground. One to the wise queen of the great ivory tower. One to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls. One to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen. And the last to the great giants of the northern lands. The archstones were placed at nodes across the earth, we contained the Old One inside this nexus and banned the soul arts. Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality.
Wow, the song so.
The other monumentals have perished, and only I remain.
Wow, the song sounds so familiar. It's almost like I heard it in a video. I heard it in a video. That song. By the power of the Monumentals, the 4 sealed Archstones have been released. Can you even kill the Monumental?
Now it
I
is
never
your
bothered.
turn. You must lull the Old One back to its slumber and seal it away for all eternity. If not, the deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to accept this mission?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, we are fortunate indeed to have you. Now, go forth and destroy every last demon. The Old One, without demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek and lure you to its bosom.
My bosom. Or its bosom. Wow, that song that played in the intro sounded so familiar. It's like I heard it in this YouTube video I just posted a link of. I feel like that song was in that YouTube video I just posted a link of. Maybe. The capture card I have only does 4K 60 through the bypass pass through. I want one that does 4K 120, but those are $200. Why would you? Is there really a purpose to having like 120 frames
Brave soul who
to
fears
capture?
not death. Prithee, lull the Old One back to its ancient
like,
slumber.
Where could you post that online? Yeah. Eye stones. Mayhem controls inhuman souls. This power allows for the aid of those who slay demons.
What is it? Dost thou seek soul
Yeah, if you want a
power?
smooth video. Yeah, give me the
So be
souls.
it. After all, thou requirest strength. Go forth, touch the demon inside me. Let these
For streaming?
old
Really?
souls become thine own.
It makes it look better.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted, so art thou done.
Okay, let's eat. We're gonna eat all the souls. I wonder if 120 frames is why Radwalls was playing Dark Souls 2, and everybody, I wasn't the only one, his gameplay looked super fast. Like he was playing it in like a little faster motion. And maybe it's because he had a 120 frames like frames for his streaming, because like when he was playing Dark Souls 2, it looked super fast. Like he was playing it on like a speed hack, but it might have been just because
Soul of the mind, key to
He's-
life's ether.
use soul dupe. No, we will not soul dupe. We will only item dupe. We would only item dupe. But we're not even going to item dupe.
No interest, I can tell.
I'm stockpiled.
That wouldn't make it look fast. Oh, I don't know why. Because his stream, it really looked like he was playing Dark Souls 2. It looked super fast for some reason. I thought maybe it's because of 120 frames. Sounds like he was playing on faster speed. He wasn't though. That's the craziest thing. Like he was online and everything. Like, you know. And I even played with him. So it wasn't even that bad. It was just really bizarre. I don't know what kind of guess we'll do this. You can play online and speak. It's true, you can, but He says he wasn't, and he was playing at 60 frames too. You know. You know, the lighting engine, you can technically like play Dark Souls 2 at like 120 frames. There's like a mod you can get it to play 120 frames, but he wasn't. It just really looked fast though. He says he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't speeding. I believe him. The sticky white stuff. Alright, let's see how much a backstab with a +2 does on these guys. Okay, it one-shots at least. Good. It should, right? A +2? I feel like that should one-shot. Two souls, man. Two souls. So anyway, you're saying 120 frames just makes the game stream better, huh? Streaming at 120 frames just would make the game look smoother. You know, you say that like streaming on OBS is CPU intensive, but like, you know, maybe it's because I have a really good CPU, but like, you know, OBS says I'm using 0.7 CPU right now. 0.7. You'll drop me the sticky white stuff. Hot take, you prefer playing Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin on PC released in 2015 at 30 FPS. Weapon durability is still a thing. You know, I think you're right. They say they fixed it, but I think low-key weapon durability is still tied to the frame rate in Dark Souls 2. It's still not perfect. It's not. And you know, what's also crazy is that frame rate can also mess up how backstabs work. It's like if you do a backstab or a riposte on somebody in PvP, sometimes if the frames aren't perfect, it can mess up like how the damage is calculated, and you can end up doing less damage than you're supposed to. That's the truth right there. Well, for me, you just want enjoyment. You don't really care if it looks any better. But like, my question is like, why would you want 120 frames? Does it like really make your game look any better? Like, I thought you would just, you know, if you were to play 120 frames on your PC, you yourself right there could tell that it's 120 frames, you know? Oh, I know. I always get that messed up. I always fuck that up. So like, I guess I'm just confused. Like, why would you want a capture card that's gets 120 frames, but like, you can't. I guess it does kind of look better on 60 frames. I was gonna say that it actually looks really good. Do you have any texture settings adjusted? Oh, yeah, I have the resolution set to 4K. I have it set to 4K resolution. I don't have the texture mods like I did last time. I got rid of the texture mods because the texture mods. Okay, so here's the thing about this game. This game has a cap of the texture memory. And basically the texture memory is set to a cap that basically if you upgrade the texture resolution for like weapons and items and armor, it crashes the game. Like the mod looks cool, it looks cool with a mod, but like honestly, I couldn't honestly tell the difference that much between 4K internal resolution and like upgraded armor. Like the armor is like kind of nicer, but like I don't think it looks that different than just is if you upgrade the internal resolution. And when you have that mod that increases the textures of like armor and weapons, like when I played as the soldier with the plate armor and when I played as the temple knight, the tower knight crashed. I couldn't play the tower knight scene, the cutscene. It would crash. And I wrote a comment to the mod creator, but he hasn't responded back to me yet. But yeah, like but he wrote in a comment it's because of a hard limit that the game has with how much textures can occupy the game. Oh my god, Seeker invaded me? Oh, the jerk. Why would he do such a thing? You know, last time I got invaded on PlayStation, I actually got invaded here too, which is, it's kind of funny that the one time I got invaded here on the PlayStation, on the remake, I also got invaded in this exact spot. This exact same spot I got invaded on the PS5. Last time I played. That's funny. No, Seeker, please. At least let me get the shortcut. Because the pass-through trouble, I can't play at 120 frames when I'm streaming, but I want to. Does that make sense? The pass-through doesn't support higher than 60. But like, you know, this is why I don't know how capture cards work, but like, when you're playing a game, aren't you like playing it on your computer and that is 120 frames? Oh my god. It's Seeker. It's, oh my god, it's the Black Phantom. Ooh! Heel turn! See ya, buddy. Get me out of here. Ah! He said friendly. I said I'm not, buddy. Ah! You need a Demon Soul set up on your PC. You finished the game in 2025. No, so like the frame rate issues for the game were definitely like back for Dark Souls 2. The frame rate issues were definitely back in the day, like back when it was just vanilla Dark Souls 2. Oh my god, he's shield bashing me, the bastard. Oh, you can parry the shield bash. Who knew? Get back here, buddy. I did it again. Ah! How much vitality does this guy got? You know, on the private server, you can, oh, got the backstab. You can, invade at, like, any level, basically. No. Seeker is trolling me with this stuff. You playing at 60 FPS, dude? Yeah, I am. I think it's probably the same thing with like how Prepare or Die Edition. You probably should just play at like 30 frames per second when you play Prepare or Die Edition. Cheater. Isn't it like honestly a disadvantage to play at 60 frames? You plug your gaming PC into the capture card, and then you plug your monitor into the HDMI on the capture card, so your video signal has to go through the card. And if it's higher than 60, no signal will make it to the card. You don't have internal capture cards. External. Oh. See, I actually don't know anything about capture cards. Other than you need a HDMI splitter to get a PS3 working. No, 60 is advantageous. But I thought there's like a reason why everybody just plays 30 FPS on Prepare or Die Edition. No. Look at that backstab. I don't even think that did damage. Hold on. Wait. We have something. We can do something really funny. Seeker is trolling me so hard, man. Look at that parry. Or look at that block. Wait, parry buffer. You could probably do that in Demon Souls too, right? Oh, you can parry the shield dash. Holy shit, I didn't know you could do that. How little damage is that? Can you parry buffer? Alright, here we go. We have something. No, it was gonna be so funny. .30 FPS versus 60 FPS. Be like, oh my god, I hit the PvE! These damn guys. Hold on, let me go upgrade my weapon real fast to +4. I'll get you when I upgrade my weapon to +4. You wasted. I did waste that sack miner. These guys are about to waste me. Casted second chance. Hold on, let me get the backstab. Oh no. Pure white or pure black gives you better items. Oh no. Get this guy out of here. R1. He's weapon toggling. Oh, Dark Souls Prepare Die Edition. You have it installed on PC since you bought the Steam copy of it with DS Fix. The game runs well on the 60 FPS? Yeah, it does. I agree. But as far as I understand, I think everybody on PvP who plays it on PvP still runs it at like 30 FPS. This is the most insane fight. The most insane fight ever in Dark Souls. Or Demon Souls. Get parried, buddy. Get backstabbed, buddy. Come on, roll catch him. Oh, he healed. The dagger should get bleed. The dagger gave bleed, that would be great. Oh my god. Oh, backstab. Get backstab, buddy. Characters move fast AF at 60. Is that like, do they move fast on 60 too? Haha. Bye bye bye. I knew it. I was like, yes. Fall into the thingy. 30 FPS, not 60 FPS. So if you're on like 30 FPS fighting someone who's on 60, you see them moving too fast. While they are on 60 and you're on 30, they move normally on their one. They just see you move. Okay, but what happens if they're both on 60? Wouldn't you just want to always play on 60 then? Both on 60 or go move fast? Interesting. I see. He flew. +3. Could do quality build. We do a quality build dagger, but
Well done.
we'll go get this to a +5. You're gonna have speed battles, damn. Seeker, what did I look like on your side? Did I look too fast?
Well done.
How did my speed look? Were you playing on 60 FPS too? Were you playing on 30 FPS? That's probably why. That's probably why my game looked. You look pretty normal. Okay. You're also on 60 FPS on prepared actions. That's how it works. Interesting. Okay, I didn't look like I was speeding. Okay. Interesting. You don't know if it's the same. It might not be. I mean, I guess not, right? He was also on 60 FPS and it didn't look too crazy, you know. It didn't look too crazy on my end. It just looked like, you know, typical, you know, Dark Souls 1 PvP shenanigans, you know. Well, that was the first time I've ever been invaded in this game. Probably not the last. Seeker was definitely going easy on me. They were giving me streamer advantage, streamer luck, you know. Dark Souls 2. Back to Dark Souls 2. We will play Dark Souls 2 after this. It's Return to Dragon Lake. We gotta bring the edgelord to Dark Souls 2. I mean, technically I already have a character. I've been playing off stream, collecting footage. But I'll just remake the character basically. Also, I want to get Marathon. I want to get Marathon. I was mentioned earlier when we fought Vanguard Demon, but like, the internet is going crazy. Like, why do people care so much that a video game does well or not? Like, it's an agenda that people want Marathon to flaw. What's that? It's like, it's supposed to be like coinciding when like the servers came back online after all the PC servers went offline for the RCE patch. And apparently like this is like when Dark Souls 2's servers went back online. So people play online and they're supposed to co-op and everything, you know. A community event. You saw a commercial for Marathon? Yeah, it looks cool. I played the Server Slam, the free Server Slam last weekend. I thought it was a cool game. It's like Tarkov, but like faster. It's like Apex Legends and Tarkov together, you know. I think it's cool, but like if you go on Twitter, people are acting like it's like, you know, it's the worst thing ever, and that like you shouldn't like a Marathon, and that you're part of the problem of gaming. People want it to flop like it's Concord, you know, or like High Guard. What if that blew up? What if that blew up and killed us all? Treble, you are the problem with gaming. I'm the problem with gaming? No, because I like Marathon. Marathon. Oh, I like when you come in here and you can hear the music. You can hear the sound. You can hear the little spooky ambient sound when you come in here. It's like this one specific spot. You hear the music. You can hear like scary music basically. First time you heard it was from a commercial 3 minutes ago. Yeah, so it's like basically it's Escape from Tarkov and Apex Legends together, mixed. It's an extraction shooter. You play different characters. It's kind of cool. It's pretty cool, I think. Alright, hold on a second. I personally think it's cool. You mix none of those parts around here. Well, that's what every game genre now is today. You know, you need to combine two parts. You know, you can't just have to make one genre. You know, Japanese game developers, they used to just make genres. I was like, oh yeah, I made this game. I made a whole genre. Now you're lucky if you ever get a new genre of gaming at all anymore, right? Like how Kojima made Death Stranding, you know. Or Demon Souls with Souls games. Genre, please. Oh, that sucks. Run away! Yeah, nothing new for Miss Dag. She got it, no problem. Walking simulator's been around. Ain't it crazy how forgiving iframes are? Despite only having 11 iframes. Less iframes than Dark Souls 3 or Dark Souls 2. When you level it up some more. It was kind of forgiving. Maybe it's the 60 FPS buff. Playing at 60 FPS gives you a new buff. Alright, we're gonna level up. I guess we could do Flame Lurker right away, right? Demon Souls, you can roll 8 on everything. There is one thing that's like kind of hard to roll on. And that's the one thing that's kind of hard to roll on in Demon Souls is in World 5. There's those big guys and they do a swipe attack. It's kind of hard to actually dodge those. That's what I would say.
Wait.
Alright, okay, I guess we gotta do it. We'll do Flame Lurker, right? We can do it. We can totally do it. No, no. No. That does so much damage. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Bwah, bwah. All those sounds. Bwah. Bwah. Flame Lurker. Oh, Frame Lurker. Yeah, Frame Lurker. He definitely kills your frames on like the PS3 version. You see Duskfade? No. You mean Duskbloods? I saw they had some new cutscenes. I saw they had some new cutscenes for it. Or screenshots. I guess I gotta get a capture card so I can stream Duskbloods, right? I have a Switch too. I guess I gotta get a capture card. Oh no, Seeker invaded me. Again. Oh shit, I might die. Okay, no, I'm not dead. I don't know how, it's gonna be hard to get the 2 lizards, but we're okay. Let's see, can Seeker Dusk Fate? No, I don't know what Dusk Fate is. He left? It's like Kingdom Hearts, Jack and Daxter, Crash Bandicoot inspired. Demo is out. No. Is it like Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy? Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Now that's a game. DC. Oh, you just disconnected. Sad. You could probably disconnect, or you might be able to reconnect. I think he went through the fucking floor, dude. I think he passed through the whole fucking level. He definitely passed through the stuff. And that's okay. It's over, and that's okay. You only want to kill them like on pure tendency. Well, it was pure tendency. It was pure tendency. I think the lizard just died. You can summon here. Have you seen Kuon? It's a FromSoft game about silkworms and magic trees and bodies and stuff and chest and silk. No, I have not. That looks like a cool game. You know, that looks like a, that sounds interesting, yeah. Look, we can get the God Hand here. The Hands of God. We can get the Hands of God here. Oh my god, the sound. I think I just saw Seeker trying to invade me. I'm like 99% sure I just saw Seeker. Look, that's Seeker trying to invade me. That's literally him trying to invade me. He's doing the animation, the invading animation. Where they like claps their hands together. I don't think you would be able to invade me since you disconnected. You know what? What if I quit out? You're coming for me? What if I reload the game? Maybe it'll work. Does that reset the cooldown? Why'd they get rid of the whole load profile thing? That's kind of unique that this game lets you do that, right? Load a save from the same game. Oh, I just got invaded. Yeah, see, I'm getting invaded right now. Oh no. Too scary. Right at the fog wall. Quick guys, I'm going dashboard. Oh, dashboard. Pew pew pew. You know, I've got a video coming out tomorrow. Let's just say there's some dashboarders. People dashboarding. When getting invaded. Where's this Seeker guy? Where even is this guy? Oh god. You're in the tunnels. Oh, rip. He's in the tunnels. Isn't it like... can't you like technically like get stuck? I've invaded somebody once in the tunnels, and like you can't actually even get out. Like you get stuck behind one of the bugs. You get stuck behind one of the big bugs. You can't even get out technically. Ooh, Shard of Greystone. Alright, well, we'll give him a little bit of time. Oh. Thank you for the subscription, Cammy. Wow, thank you. Cammy was subscribed for 4 months. Wow, very cool. Appreciate it. Enjoy your amazing emotes. You get amazing emotes by subscribing on twitch.tv/treble6. You get all these amazing emotes. Amazing emotes. Look at those amazing emotes. Don't we have the best emotes? We have the best emotes, don't we, folks? We have the best emotes, don't we, folks? Only by subscribing for $5 US. $5 US. Or is it 6 now? I think it's $6 US. For $6 US, you get to press spam JPEGs in people's chats. You can spam this. You can spam. Oh, this is a classic SMH. When someone fails, you can spam the SMH emote. Look at that! Look at that amazing SMH. He's palming his head. He's going SMH. Isn't that an amazing emote? Oh, and you also get this one. And then you get this picture. You get this GIF. It's not happening. You're probably stuck. I said, you know, one time I invaded somebody here and I literally got stuck behind the fucking bug. I couldn't get out. I literally couldn't do it. You get this GIF of Chris Evans laughing while opening a pizza. Alright, you get DC, and I guess I can reload, right? That'll probably fix it. We can try again. I'll give you one more. I'll give you one more, Seeker. Yes, look at this amazing emote of Chris Evans laughing. You'll just find me later. Okay. Invading in 2-tube flame lurker ain't easy. It ain't easy. Oh my gosh, I had the flame resistance. I never had flame resistance before this area. This is the only time I ever have the flame resistance. We're gonna hit him with the sticky white stuff. Sticky white stuff. Oh, that's way better. That's a lot of damage with the sticky white stuff. I might be dead actually. We should get some more stamina. Oh god, it's kind of blinding. Yeah, nothing but net. Woo. Miss Dagger is waving as in like, I'm over here. That's what she's doing. Instead of sighing, she's not even sighing. She's like, I'm over here. Because she's a thief. That's how she taunts people. She kills someone. She kills someone and then she taunts by waving to them. That's evil. Isn't that evil? Seeker, thank you for subbing. Give me those emotes. Enjoy the emotes. These amazing emotes. These amazing. Those are the free emotes. These are the not free emotes. Those are the not free emotes.
The soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended.
Okay.
Without
Can I upgrade? Oh, I can upgrade. We have a +6. Nice. We can definitely get a +7. Okay, I guess we'll get it. We'll get it later. But we can get a +7 already. Isn't that cool? You know, technically you could invade me right here, but I don't think you would really want to invade me right here. I've invaded somebody here on the remake. I invaded someone here in the remake. It was kind of funny. I know they definitely were salty, I think. They were definitely salty when I invaded them there. Oh, we killed the dragon. Oh, wow, so amazing. We hit the dragon. So amazing. Well, thank you again, Seeker and Cammy. Enjoy those emotes. Now you can spam JPEGs in other people's chats. Or maybe I think they're PNGs actually. Usually I save stuff as PNGs. Okay, actually, it's kind of bad using that. I think I'm dead. No? Okay, I'm alive. You got your founder's badge? Hell yeah. Okay, actually using the dagger is not good at this part. Okay, the flame ring saved me. The flame ring saved me. Come on, break. Oh, that was close. This is the hardest Dragon God fight ever because of that. Oh, it got chunk. Magic weapon. You're doing amazing. Yeah, you're doing amazing, Kim. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Oh, I guess I could get the weapon, but whatever. I ain't gonna go. Alright. We gotta kind of speed run some of this low-key. Low-key inly. Low Kirkinly. Gen Low Kirkinly. The Zoomers have crazy slang. Nothing new for Miss. She's pointing. What's she pointing? She's pointing like, yeah, I'm going to World 1-3 now. I'm going 1-3 now. That's what she's pointing. Attain a soul of an Archstone. Yeah. I can't return during multiplayer. Bruh, did Seeker invade me? Oh my god, dog. Wait, no? Why does it say that? Did I got the soul. Okay, so whatever. You invaded me right before I entered the fog. Oh. I see. You got kicked out, but apparently bugged on your end. Lamau. It's not funny. It's not funny. The game won't load now. You had to invade me in the one area where it's kind of like silly to invade. Now the game's not loading. You're laughing. You're laughing, but the game won't load. I guess it's still technically loading. I don't think it crashed. Gulp. Gulp. Well, this is definitely new. Gulp. It didn't crash. It didn't crash. Gulp. Do I just restart? Do I just restart? Do I exit out? I guess we can give it 30 seconds. I'm gonna go get some water. Be right back. It's still not working. Oh no. This has to be the ultimate strat. Just enjoy. You wonder what a save state on this screen would do? That's a good question, right? Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to restart it. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna reboot the game. Oh, but I didn't destroy the Hope I didn't destroy it. Destroy my save. Seeker had to be cute. Seeker had to be cute invading me in the one area. The one area, why would you invade someone there? Okay, we're gonna load up the game. Okay. I guess it's saved to when I beat the game. What kind of emote is that? It's the it's the monkey. Okay. Oh, the lizard's back. Get the lizard. Oh, pure Hearthstone. Oh man, that would go crazy if I had a Hearthstone weapon. Seeker wanted to be cute like the one time I invaded somebody here. I know their ass was so mad. I know that person I invaded here and I killed was probably so mad. Okay, go eat this soul. Go eat this soul.
Soul
And
of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
I guess we'll just get a bunch of endurance.
Art thou done?
And then we'll go run. We're gonna run it back to get some stones. We're gonna go RNGs and RNG hunting for some shards. Shard of Hearthstone L. No, not Hearthstone again. You the real Demon Souls, you want to play this so bad? Oh, you know, if you have a good enough computer or a PS3, oh yeah, Sharpstone, you can. I have a real PS3, but I don't have a capture card, and honestly, it's honestly nicer playing it with the 60 FPS and Crescent. Okay, +7. Okay, I could probably get a large.
Hey, come back, this and
Oh, now he's mad at me. Now he's mad at me. I know the one lizard in 1.3 spawns it. This game is mid at best. No yellow paint. Yeah, no yellow paint. We love our yellow paint, don't we, folks? We need yellow paint at every time. Everywhere. Ban Cammy. No, Cammy is speaking the truth. They are speaking the truth. We need yellow paint. We need the yellow paint. There's a reason why it's in every video game ever. No, not the lizard. Large chunk. Okay. I've invaded a lot of people here on the PS3. Still banned. This is usually where I invade people. Chunk, large heart. No, I need the sharp stones. Oh my god. Well, I don't think we're gonna get a. You know what we'll do it. I think we can get it at like 1-3. Probably get it. Sad, I know, right? Flying away, no large sharp stone. We could have had a +8. Could have had a V8. Right? Yeah, I need some large sharp stones. Need some large sharp stones. These guys drop chunk or stones. I could dupe, but you know. That's illegal, guys. We can't dupe, right? I mean, I did dupe for the shard blade stones, cause it took me 20 minutes to get one off of Skellington. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna farm 20 more minutes for more stuff. Can you imagine doing that shit on the PlayStation 5? Actual insanity on the PS5. There's no duping on the PS5. About to dupe all over. I duped the shuffle, the blade zone. That's why I don't do dex builds when I play this game. Takes forever. And in the remake, I don't have any dex builds. The dragon's about to get my ass. Sad. I dupe instantly in everything when you play Demon Souls. Where's the fun in that, Vintage? Where's the fun in that? Vintage is like that one guy I invaded playing Dark Souls 2, who gave himself max level within an hour of playing the game. You find it fun, I guess. To each their own, right? But no joke, I'm telling this story to everybody now because it's a good story, I think. But I invaded somebody in Dark Souls 2 in the starting area because I was doing the starting level invasions. Some guy played the game within an hour. Why is it over? Why is it over? 1 hour of starting Dark Souls 2. They cheated themselves max level. Why would you give yourself max level as soon as you start the game? It's your first playthrough. It definitely was his first playthrough, because he had plenty of other games. He played like Elden Ring, Night Rain for like 300 hours. He put 300 hours into Night Rain. But the moment he starts Dark Souls 2, he gives himself max level. You don't really like PvE, but it's fun when when you're OP. PvE is fun though, right? These games are all PvE games at the end of the day. Right? Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. Only way to have fun when you're OP. Vintage and I had fun. When we played Dark Souls 2, we had fun and we weren't OP. You know, we were just kind of, you know, we were a little over level, but we weren't too OP, I think. PvP is best when it's PvE. That's why Marathon. This is why we all go play Marathon, right? I'm gonna spend $40 to play Marathon. I'm gonna get Marathon this weekend. We're gonna start streaming. We're gonna become Marathon streamers. We're gonna be Marathon content creators. We're gonna become Marathon content creators, guys. Playing with friends is always fun. Yeah, it's true. Be Marathon content creators. I saw a tweet today that said Marathon only like really appeals to the unemployed and content creators. I think they said that because there's gonna be they're wiping your inventory every 3 months. Personally, I think wiping is the best thing, because when I played Tarkov, I always found it more fun when during like the first month of a wipe. People will be like, no, a wipe's bad, but you know, it's for the best. People that don't wipe their asses have issues. Isn't that what bidets are for, right? Bidets. Oh, I still got the parry off. Still got the riposte off. Still got wipe after using Vivet. Interesting. Now you know. Large hearts. Oh my god. Come on, man. Come on, man. Give me the large heart sharpstone. I am gonna have to do wet ass if you don't. Yeah, I guess so. Marathon is Bungie's last hope. The legendary Halo dev future hinges on the project, with presence from Sony and fans. Observers worry about the game's project. What is that? That was your impression of chat of AI. Yeah, that sounds like an AI response. That sounds exactly like an AI. Marathon is Bungie's last hope. The legendary Halo dev future hinges on the project. With pressure from Sony and fans, observers worry about the game's prospects. Can Marathon save Bungie, or are they gonna go the way of 343 Studios? It's like poetry. Oh my god, the large heartstone again. That's funny, Treble knew it's... Yeah, I know, right? I knew... It sounded like AI. It did sound like AI, let's be honest. Look, guys, it's the one reborn. It's the one reborn. That was fast. That was a speed run right there. That was a speed one right there. Don't you? Isn't there like an item here? Oh, all these guys drop items. Okay. The dagger just shredding. Yeah, it's kind of like Dark Souls 3. Honestly, I did Dark Souls 3, all the bosses, New Game Plus, with just the dagger. And while I did get Crystal Magic Weapon eventually, even before I got Crystal Magic Weapon, it was still kind of just shredding. It was pretty good in Dark Souls 1. I saw that Backlogs video where he did like the dagger for Dark Souls 1. It's not hard. It's not hard, especially the bandit knife. If you use the bandit knife on like bosses that can bleed, it's really good. Like, I should rewatch my Dark Souls 1 playthrough of the dagger, but I'm pretty sure it was also not that bad. Alright. Oh, I guess technically I should have saved that. Whatever. Technically I should have saved it. Oh, it was fine. Okay, because we are going to continue the trend of buffing.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
And, you know, technically we could use warding too, but, you know. Okay, let's see if we can get a lizard drop. A good lizard drop. Fingers crossed for a good lizard. You want around with a lightsaber hidden like Anakin? I mean, I have the base stats with a +7. It's pretty good. I mean, it's really fast. The one hand is also just like faster, like how it is in Demon Souls. Yes. Wait, I don't think that's still enough though. Technically, I think I needed 3. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to just hope for the lizard upcoming to get me shards. Blessed builds are so good in this game. Yeah, the first time I played the remake, I used the blessed build. Faith is like second strongest ever in this game. I would say the strongest Faith's ever been was in Elden Ring. But this game, Faith is really strong just because of blessed builds. You know, you got the Adjudicator Shield, a blessed 5, the regen ring. You do 18. You do 18 damage. Or you get 18 health per second. 18 health per second. Isn't that nutty? Oh my god. 18 health per second. Passive heal. Yeah, no, it's just really strong. Oh no, Seeker invaded me. Uh-oh. He's right there. He's right behind me, isn't he? Oh no, he's hiding. This cowardly red hiding behind the PvE. Oh, he's buffing. He's using the cracked weapon. Did no damage at all. Got the backstab. Got the backstab. Did no damage at all. I'm not going up there. I don't want to get the lizard. I don't want to lose out on the lizard. I need my +7. No, you're gonna make the lizard. I gotta get the lizard. Quick, I must get the lizard. Yeah, he kills the guy. Skip the cutscene. How do you skip the cutscene? Why isn't it skipping the cutscene? That lizard better not disappear. You can cancel backstabs with rolls. Lizard! Damn. No skipping. No, right? No skipping. Look at that. Look at that backstab. What the hell? Maybe you do need to play on 30 FPS. He's mocking me, guys. I'm being toyed with. Oh, I got the backstab on that one. Got the backstab on that one. Dang. And lads, I'm just a backstab machine. This whole playthrough is just, how many backstabs can you get? Oh my god, the iframes, the iframes. No, not the lotus. Not the lotus. Y'all are moving fast. We're moving too fast. Get back here. I got the bags. Is my character an old lady? Yes, she is. In fact, actually an old lady. Yes. My character is quite literally an old lady. She's supposed to be an old lady. She's an old lady in all the games. Oh. That actually did a lot of damage. Get the backstab. Plunge attack. Oh wait, you can't do that in this game. Plunge attacks would have gone crazy. Why couldn't they added plunge attacks in the remake? I think that would have been an acceptable gameplay change. Yeah. I don't think people really complained. Hey, there was no plunge attacks in the original game. Wasn't there something about Blue Point? No, they got closed. They got bought by Sony and then they got shut down. They got shut down by Sony, I guess it was like 2 weeks ago. Balancing trouble. It would have ruined the game. It would have been unplayable. How dare you add plunge attacks. Would have made the PvP better. Oh, I think I'm dead. Nope. Just kidding. Roll catch. This cowardly red is trying to make me fight the PvE. He's trying to make me fight the PvE, the coward. Hold on, I gotta go fight this PvE. Now how'd he get hit? How'd that happen? Did he just kill him? He must have. He must have somehow killed it with the bow. Oh, that was close. Oh my god. Crazy that Sony saw them as competitors. Oh yeah, no, Xbox. That was the other thing. That's what Cammy sent me a tweet earlier. It was about how the new Xbox is like a PC. It's like a PC console. I guess it's supposed to be a thing that can play Xbox games and PC games. So I guess it's like technically like it's basically just really a Steam machine, right? Oh, you know what? You know what they did in the remake? You know what they did in the remake? You can climb ladders faster. That's something they did in the remake. Where's nobody was crying about that? You know, oh, balance. Oh, I'm getting owned. No. Wait. These guys are no. That's good for them because I'm on PC now, but I own a lot of digital Xbox games you can't play. Honestly, it's honestly understandable that they would basically make something that can play consoles because let's be honest, every Xbox game is just on PC anyway. Right? Uh-oh. I got him on a tightrope. He's running the cowardly red, running to the PvE. Oh wow, never saw that before. The cowardly red. Stopping me from killing them so they hide behind the enemies. Never seen that before in the game. He got hit by the boulder. Insane backstab. Dark Souls 1 backstab moment. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, was there really ever a point of actually owning an Xbox? Because, like, every game that was coming out on Xbox was just gonna come out on PC anyway. You know? I don't. That's the way I saw it. Like, was there really ever a point? Basically, I think it's basically to bend rules with licensing because they would have to put everything in the back catalog on PC, but licenses are just for consoles, so they kind of just want to use to get around that. Interesting. Oh no, he's got the large sword. The large sword of searching. Ooh, full moon grass. You don't know though. That's just a theory. A game theory. Oh my god, dog. That guy just died. What about the R2? Nope. The R2. He's running away to hide. Solar Lotus. Oh no. Okay, actually, that's not as bad as I thought. I didn't even know you could vault like that. That's hilarious. I had no idea you could vault that. No! I had iframes. Okay. I was like, I had iframes. You can parry so fast. The parry animation feels so fast. He's got the Murakumo. No damage. Did no damage. Like in the old days, console manufacturers do a lot of weird stuff, but it's been born stagnant. Trying to backstab me, I reversed backstabbed you. I don't think you could parry buffer like you can in that in Dark Souls 1. Oh, I got him. Oh no. He's jiggling his guard button. What does it mean, guys? What does the constant parry blocking mean? You know, what does that mean in these games to you? What does it mean to you? That's a psychology thing right there. What is the constant L1 guard thing? What does that mean to you? What does that mean? What is the constant L1, L1, L1? Is it just a little funny animation? Or is it more? Oh my god, no. I just realized I don't have any soul remains. This part's gonna be really hard. No soul remains. No soul remains? I know, I always use soul remains here. Although technically I could pull aggro on one of them. Got the backstab. Alright, we're gonna have to pull aggro on one of them. That's what Demon Souls is. The real Demon Souls is aggro pulling. That's the real Demon Souls. The true Demon Souls is aggro pull. The Thief Ring, man. Okay, see, there we go. We aggro pulled. Oh my god, dude. These guys do is insane. Oh, I might be dead. When can you backstab enemies as a red? When did they add that in Demon Souls? When did you do that shit? Okay, aggro pull, aggro pull. Yeah, look at that. Look at that insane aggro pull. The god gamer right there. Aggro pull. Wait, don't do the charge attack, buddy. Don't do the charge attack. Okay. Wait, hold on. You got it. Okay, last aggro pull. We just one more. I think he also has a spear. Oh no. The lock on. Oh my god, it's pro gaming hours. Wow, he's never done it before. Never before in a million years have they seen aggro pull like that. They said it could be done, but they did. They saw it in 4K. Oh wow, look at me. Look at me, I'm playing Demon Souls, and the friendly red guy came to my game and he said, yeah, let's go, buddy. I do sure appreciate this friendly red player. He's gonna help me through the game. He's gonna come with me into the boss fight, right? Alright, let's enter the fog. This red player and me are about to beat the boss. Yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am. We are about to play through the game. Yeehaw, let's do it, Red. Hey, wait, he left. He left. Or she. Sorry, she left. She left. Why would she do such a thing? Don't they know I'm about to fight the boss? Oh my goodness, I can't believe that Red Phantom let me to fight this guy by myself. Oh no, heavens to Betsy, I do believe I am under-equipped. I do believe their sword is much longer than my dagger. Look at that sword compared to my measly dagger. Look at my dagger, it's so small. How am I supposed to compete to that? Oh, I almost actually got hit by that. Had to break character. Oh. Come on. Ain't about the size, but his is red, so yeah, I know, right? How can I compete? Girls be like, you versus the guy they don't tell you not to worry about. I'm out here using a dagger, and this guy's got a penetrating sword? A little on the nose, don't you think, FromSoft? You did free the bro in the cell, right? No, who? There's a person in the cell? Where does it say that? The strategy guide? I can't afford the strategy guide. I am a simple, humble PvEer. I can't afford a strategy guide. Yeah, that's Miss Dagger pointing. I don't know what she's pointing to. I guess she's pointing to the boss? No, she's pointing to the Archstone. Yeah, that's what she's pointing to. Whoa. No, she's being like, here, come here, let me tell you something. What are you trying to tell us, Miss Dagger? She. Are her pronouns. Well, like you said, like they say, it's not about the size of the sword, it's about how you use it.
Have you ended?
Bye bye. And the dagger is better.
What?
And this guy went all crazy. Wait, he's still alive? Okay. Can you please die so I can get my money? Nah, bro. Penetrator could lazy swing and still be better than the dagger. You might be right. The self-doubt. Oh wait, no. We actually do want to keep the silver dagger. We will keep the silver demon soul. That's the one thing. We're not going to actually eat that one. That PvE fight was crazy.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted
Okay.
so the world might be mended.
I forgot how much intelligence we need. We
So
probably
the
need like
world
15,
might be
right?
mended.
We've got enough endurance though, I think.
Art thou done?
How many swings can we get? 1, 2.
I like you.
Oh, we can get a +8. Hell yeah. We got the +8.
Sahara, have you?
We got the +8. Alright.
You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
Let's do 4-1. We can do 4-1. Oh look, it's what's his face. What's his face is here.
You over there. You seem to have some head about you. Come here. I have a proposal for. Do not be afraid.
Yeah, should I just like kill this guy? Like, right? Doesn't it like? Isn't it just beneficial just to straight up kill him? Right? Or am I mistaken? I need a better ring. I guess I need to get the regen ring. I got the regen ring, and I guess I'll just wear that for the rest of the game. Right? Because, you know, the thief's still light rolling. Oh. Full moon grass. This is the Kiji, right? Yeah, Kiji. Story Hero Soul. How much damage are we doing with this? Okay, slightly better damage. Oh my god, the one hand. The one hand is super fast though. find true love past here. What does that mean? What does that mean? Who put that message there? Some of these messages, man, what do they mean? Beware of a world tendency event. Is that where the... That's not where the Uchi. Mr. Sam, or Sam O'Rai will... I mean, honestly, I don't need to upgrade my weapon at all. Or I don't have to put in dex. Oh my god, the slow ladder. The super slow ladder. No soul remains is crazy. Where's the soul remain when you need it? Soul remain? Okay, well we need a few more soul remains. Yeah. Unknown hero. The unknown hero is Miss Dagger. She are her pronouns. Charge the blades. R1. When you were a little kid, you would used to put some peanut butter and a piece of cheese on a banana. Peanut butter and cheese. That's one. I loved peanut butter and jelly sandwiches as a kid. I still do. Peanut butter and jelly. Those are always good. Oh, you know, so I don't know if y'all saw, but Illusionary Wall, he made a video about how sound and enemy AI is tracked in Dark Souls 1. I want to know, how's the Thief Ring and the Grave Robber Ring work exactly? What's the data mine of that? I want to know how that works. This is the fucking lizard mocking me. Can't go wrong with a PB&J, I know, yeah. Alright, we got the regen ring. The other ring that we'll be using for the rest of the game. I never noticed it made it sound like that. Best of luck. Does that count as a hit? Oh, come on. Miss Dagger, she is pointing. Where are they pointing to? I don't know. They're pointing to the next level, right? Sure. Where's the soul remains when you need it?
That the soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. Art thou done me?
Just want two-handed. I'm drinking this kombucha right now. It's good. It's just way too much ginger. It's lemon and ginger. If they just have the ginger, it would be perfect. I used to really be into kombucha. There was a period in my life where I drank that like almost every day. I loved kombucha so much I was gonna make some kombucha. I would make it. Not a fan of 98%. Oh, look, there's soul remains when you need it. Soul remains when you need it. You're not a fan of 9% of kombucha. No, I would drink that stuff all the time. Bro was making I wanted to. I learned how to do it. I watched the YouTube videos. I was gonna make kombucha. I loved it so much. Wait, where's Patches? He's not here? Why isn't Patches here? Huh?
Heavens! Did you fall for that little devil's trap? Well, I did the same. He fooled me, and now I am stuck here. The reverberations seem to suggest that we are connected to the outside. But dark, fearsome souls stand between us and freedom. But have no fear. God will cleanse us of evil. Pray with me. Umbasa.
Umbasa. I'll stop this dark, fearsome soul. Only 1,670 souls. Okay, look. He's about to say the line. He's about to say the line. He's about to say the line. Hey, look. He's about to say the line, guys. He's about to say the line. He's gonna say it.
Oh, it's you. Did you cleanse the world of another dark soul today? God has chosen you.
She
and
said
for
it.
that we are thankful. Umbasa.
He said it. He said Dark Soul. What? He said the line. Why isn't Patches here? That's weird. Umbasa over me, dog. Miss Dag. Miss Dag. Don't forget her pronouns are her, she. Miss Dag. Her. Alright, he just died. Our aggro pull. Okay, we're not aggro pull, we're just gonna run. See ya. These guys are so creepy. Slash bassa. Pronouns are slash bassa. Oh my god, look. It's another dagger! Another! What's better than one dagger? 2 daggers. 2 daggers. You wanna start saying dog more? Isn't that cool? Dog. Dog. It was a very millennial thing growing up, saying dog a lot. Dog. A very white boy millennial thing. I still say dog a lot. Those beams one-shot you? They can one-shot you. They're really strong. Truly is a white boy thing, huh? Yeah. Sure, dog. I think so. White boys of the, you know, the millennial time. They were watching Chris Smoove and saying dog. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Yo, dog, you better have the thief ring for this boss. Or you're in a world of hurt. Put a ring on it, dog. The thief ring. But no, Illusionary Wall had that whole hour-and-a-half video about sound. But I wrote a comment saying I want to know about the thief ring. God, whisper. Whisper, whisper. Secret. Just no hit, old hero. No hit. I mean, no hit. No hit. I whispered. No hit. It's never been before done. Alright, let's just finish this. Demon Johnsons. Speaking of White Boy 7th Street. White Boy 7th Street here for another COD commentary. We're back at it again, dog. White Boy 7th Street. Oh look, Miss Dagger. She upgraded her dagger. Now she got a really big dagger. It's a really big dagger now. Big dagger. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Restart. No, this is just a really big dagger. It's just a really big dagger. Get the. This is just a really big dagger. This dagger, she, and the really big dagger. And I missed. Okay, I hit that one. Crimson Desert looks cool. It does. I've seen more of it. It looks cool. I don't think I'll ever play it though. But it does look cool. It has that feature where you can like skip cutscenes. You can like fast forward cutscenes. So they made the perfect game for people who hate video games. The perfect feature. Where you can just fast forward cutscenes. Oh, we did it! We did it! Miss Dagger, Miss Dag, she did it with the dagger. Oh my gosh! They said it couldn't be done. They said it couldn't be done, but she did it with a dagger. She killed Storm King with a dagger. Oh my gosh! Never saw that before. That was crazy. Yeah, she did it. Wow. Did it with a dagger. If I waited a month to get my GPU, it would have been free. Oh. Hero Demon Soul. Oh, what? I guess I can just, yeah. Hero Demon Soul. Unknown Demon Soul. Oh my god.
That the soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn
Okay,
from its vessel.
I think I need to upgrade my
Let
intelligence.
strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
How much do I need? That game seems like a PSYOP. Never heard of it. And every day talking about is GTOY. It's a PSYOP. Everything's a PSYOP.
Art thou that main?
Alright.
Thank you.
Alright. I'll head to bed then.
We are.
Because I do gotta wake up in the morning. I totally forgot. I gotta wake up in the morning. I'll be up at like 7 in the morning. Don't go. I know, right? I don't want to. But I do. I need to. Don't do it. I got to. Or actually, I gotta wake up at like 6. 6 in the morning. I know. I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to finish Demon Souls. Do not come. Don't come. So I guess we'll just do it tomorrow. We'll finish it tomorrow. But I do actually have to wake up at like 6 in the morning. I don't want to though. I don't want to. This was your 13th reason, Rip Vintage. It was his 13th reason. Peace. Whatever. We'll finish it tomorrow, and then I guess maybe we'll play Dark Souls 2. We play Dark Souls 2 tomorrow too, probably. I don't want to, but I do. Bye bye. Thanks again, Cammy and Seeker, for the subs, and Vintage for making Demon Souls way more